Hi, Dominic here. Thank you so much for coming back to visit our blog and website. We definitely want to be your #1 real estate resource. I'm going to tackle today in this quick video a couple of the most common questions that I get in this business of real estate. The first one is, when is the best time to sell your home? The second one is, what determines my market value, or what determines the value of my home? So I want to take a few minutes and just cover those. Starting with the first question about when is the best time to sell, the most common myth out there, and I want to debunk that today, is that there is a certain time of the year that is the best time to sell your house. Folks, it has nothing to do with the time of the year. It's all about when is there the least amount of homes for sale and when is the buyer demand the greatest. So what we typically do for our clients is we will do a real in-depth study, and we always keep up to date every week with what's going on in the market, how many homes on the market, and what's happening, what's going on with inventory, where are we projecting that it's going to be, what's going on with our buyer demand and our financing and all sorts of things like that. So it's very important that you understand those and go through those with your realtor. Historically, springtime has been a good time to sell your house. If we go back to last year, springtime, April specifically, was one of the worst times to sell because we had the biggest gap between homes for sale and actual sales. This year, it looks like it's trending a little bit differently. So when you're thinking of selling, when we get together, we'll go over that specifically, but you need to know it's not about the time of the year to sell. The second question that's also real critical is, what determines the value of my property? Obviously, I know everybody watching this video, you've heard before, location, and obviously that's true. And when you look at our property values and really compared to the rest of the country, how astronomically high they are, it's because of our great location, the schools, what we've got going with employment here, specifically in Silicon Valley. All those have a big impact on value. So remember, it's location, and that I would say in general, and every case is different, but that typically accounts for about 85% of your property value, is specifically where your property is located. Now, next after location is the size, and I talk about the size. Well, what is that? Well, the square footage of your house, but also how big is your lot, and those types of things, and we will look at those as the next biggest determinant. The third one is condition. Is the house remodeled? Is it original? And how does that impact, value? And it definitely does have an impact on value. But you got to remember, that's number 3 on the list. Location, square footage, then condition. And then the last one that I wrote down is the unique factors, what we'll call unique factors. And those can be both positive and negative. And those would be unusual circumstances with the house. Does it back to open space? Does it have a view? On a negative side, it could be, is it close to a busy street or a freeway? Does it get noise from that? Are there power lines? Anything like that. So those are the main things that will determine the value of your property. I recommend, when you're thinking of selling, get a professional realtor, over to your property. Let us come in. Come in and take a look. I will get you updated in terms of exactly how much your home will sell for, specifically what you can do to maximize the value when you're selling it. And we can look at all those things to make sure that both the time that you're selling and what you're doing to get your property sold are going to put the most money in your pocket and help you achieve your goals. So, thanks so much again for coming and visiting our blog and website. Stay tuned. Bookmark this page. We're going to have lots of great articles and blogs coming up. And we thank you so much for visiting, and have a terrific day.